And welcome to Kentucky Route Zero. Kentucky Route Zero is an adventure an adventure game that was released. Well, it finished releasing a couple years ago, but the first part was actually released back in 2013, and that's what we're going to be playing through today. Taking a little bit of a break from the Tetris training arc, the eternal Tetris training arc. We're starting a new game. That's right, Jeremy145. Thanks for joining us today. But hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday evening. Now we're going to be digging into this adventure for a while. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll be getting on our way. I have only played the first part of this game, so I'm really excited to see what the rest of it will bring. And thanks for joining me on the adventure as always. So here we go. What's the game about? We'll go on that adventure together. What's going on, Cliff? Congrats on being first. Just in time for the first part of Kentucky Route Zero. What's going on, conniptions? Is this a race game? It is not a race game. Let's look at the truck. A moving truck rumbles softly to itself. Painted on its side are the words Lizette's Antiques, Furniture, Glassware, Curiosities. An old hound and a straw hat. Both have seen better days. Oh, there's me. What a scene. An interstate highway, 65, running from Alabama to just shy of Chicago. It ought to be quitting time in this part of Kentucky, but the daylight just won't shake. The sun just won't go away. Pretty striking scene. Our dog. Joseph sits between gas pumps in a Queen Anne armchair. His hair is gray and his glasses darkened. Damn, did you hear that wreck? Truck full of bottles, I don't know, beer bottles, whiskey? Lost a tire or something. I spilled booze and glass all over the interstate. What a mess. I hope they don't come down here looking for anything. We blew a damn fuse and it's all shut off. Did I hear a dog? What's your dog's name? We get some choices. Her name is Blue. Blue sounds like a sweet old hound. I used to know a dog like that. Hey, here's some jerky for Blue. I made it myself. Didn't turn out too well, but I bet a dog will eat it. Getting late, right? I can feel the sun on my neck. I bet it's just a few feet off the horizon. Blue's Clues? Maybe. A friend of mine had a dog named Blue. He was a very sweet husky. He was a rescue. And he would always stand, like, if you were standing right here, he would always, like, stand right up against your legs to let you know that you were right there. Or that he was right there. He was the sweetest thing. I've been driving all evening looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Hey, I understand. You gotta do the job you're paid to do. Maybe get some rest somewhere in there. Maybe have a drink. Then back at it. There's dignity in that rhythm. We're not gonna be like a total jerk. You gotta make conversation when you can make conversation. Nice roll, Josh. What's your rhythm like? Oh, I just like to listen to the TV. I used to do a lot of poetry on the computer, but I don't have the ear for it lately. Listen, you and Blue would have been driving up and down 65 all night. Dogwood Drive is on the other side of... Well, to get there, you've got to take the 0. Oh no, Cliff! See you in 10 minutes. The 0 is a tough route to find, but you can use my computer to look up directions. We'll have to head down to the basement and reset the circuit breaker first. I'll be happy to have those whining lights back up anyway. It's too damn quiet out here. The basement door is back there in the office. Appreciate your help, friend. Oh, and here, take this lamp. It gets dark. Oh, it does get dark. Oh, we gotta give the jerky to Blue. Just head back into the office and you can't miss the stairs. The breaker box will be somewhere on the right side of the room down there. Alright, I'll do it now. Many thanks. This horse. Man, look at this. A dusty, rusty sign is bolted onto the wall. These are the rules. No open flames near the gasoline. No consumption of beer or spirits on the premises. In case of sudden darkness, do not panic. Relax. Count backwards from 5. Strictly limit time spent in the basement to fewer than 3 minutes of every hour. 3 minutes? Low-key surprised not be seeing Tetris. There's still plenty of night left, J Laser. But I recently decided I wanted to change things up a little bit, so I almost did Tetris, but it's also like, let's change it up. Let's change it up. Oh, see you later, Josh. Oh, that count's still broken too. Nice. Basement people. Emily, Ben, and Bob sit in folding chairs behind a worn card table. Papers, oddly shaped dice, and highway maps covered the tabletop. Conway clears his throat. Can't be giving away all your skills of Tetris. People will try to copy. Yeah, people like conniptions. Try to copy my greatness. Oh, sorry. Didn't know there was anyone down here. Did you hear something? No, sorry. I was looking at the rules again. It gets easier as you go. Look, you said you'd rolled a 5, right? That means you get to pick up your marker and move it anywhere on the map. So it's your turn now, right? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Where'd you put that 20-sided die? I don't see it. Did you drop it? It should be easy enough to find. It glows in the dark. Excuse me. Conway clears his throat but gets no response from the people at the table. Did you lose something? I think it rolled down off to the left there, but I don't see it. Well, I'm not going to go looking for it. It's too dark down there. Why don't you go down and get it, and I'll just study the rules here. I think they want my help. Conway picks up the glowing 20-sided die and inspects it. The number 5 is facing up. It's just a small piece of plastic, but it has a reassuring, almost comforting weight. He places the object in his jacket pocket. Come on. Oh. Folding chairs are arranged around a worn card table. The chairs are empty and the surface of the table is bare. Let's put it on the table. Does that mean it's there? No. I have a glow-in-the-dark D22, Bob. Nice. Hey, there we go. Look at this. It's horse-shaped. Seems questionable. Shape your building like this. Dang, look at this. What does Alter Fate do? There are 2 results tables for the dice roll stuff. And Alter Fate changes it to the other results table. But each roll of the dice also has a random chance to change it to the other results table anyway. So Josh claims that he's deciphered the system, which I think he has figured out most of it. But that's like the basic premise of it. It's like the Horsehead stables from Breath of the Wild. Oh, a little bit, yeah. I mean, wouldn't you want to get gas here? I'll see you later, Eddie. Wow, 3 for 3. Good job, everyone. There it is. Just listen to those lights whine. Yep. There were some people down in your basement playing some kind of game, but they're gone now. In the basement? No, I don't think so. Maybe that lamplight was playing tricks on you, huh? Well, strange things happen underground, especially in the dark. So, computers in the office. You're looking for Marquez? She knows her way around those roads. She'll get you to the 0. The password is, damn, I usually just feel it out. Muscle memory, you know? It's kind of long, kind of like a short poem, I think. One of those short poems that really sums it all up. You'll figure it out. Figure it out? No luck with that computer password? Maybe you're going too fast. Don't force it now. Just try to think like a poet. Conway taps a key, waking the computer from its reverie. User. It's probably Joseph, right? Because that's the name of the dude. Password. I forgot how fun the Crooked Cook deck was in Master Duel. I was playing my Utopia deck earlier before playing this. All right, let's think like the poet Joseph. Also, I'll be seeing you. Oh, bye, Josh. Wow, he totally called it. Look at that. Stars drop away. It's late. It will only get later. Password accepted. What? How's it going in there? Figuring it all out? Sure you are. Let's check his massages. What happened here? Why is Chad a graveyard? Everyone keeps rolling the dice and getting the bad result. Joseph, I know it's been a while and I know you're still sore, but there's a whole world in here and we need your help to unmask it. Yes, the caves are cold and damp and we are old and lame. Never mind. I can't remember why I even started writing this. I miss those days in the lab with you and our dear Lula. Oh, conniptions. Rolling a 5. Nice. Maybe you found your own Xanadu. Well, so have I. Let's read the other message. From accounts. Accounts Account standing, urgent. Dear Ecus Oils, this is an urgent automated message that your account is overdue by more than 14 days. In response, we have switched you to our low reliability Dirty Power Plus plan. Consider making a payment immediately to obviate the need for us to switch you to Sustained Brownout Select. Sincerely, your friends at the Consolidated Power Co. Putting it. End of message. Whoa, hard times for Joseph. It's a bummer. Let's get out of these messages. Chat died because everyone got cursed, but yeah, you know. Ooh, address book? Can you roll more than once or something? Yeah, just like in Chewy's channel, everyone gets one free roll with exclamation point luck per day. And then you can use channel points to roll again if you want to. The prizes and consequences are a little less extreme over here than they are on Chewy's channel, but it's all there. What should we search in the address book? The 0. Oh wow, Dream got the Lucky Hall of Fame. Nice. Address the 0 is not real. Okay, let's look for Dogwood Drive. Nicely done, Eddie. See you in a minute. Address Dogwood Drive is not real. How about Marquez? Marquez Residence, 100 Macondo Lane. Head northeast on 65, then turn left as you see that ugly tree that's always on fire. Look for the barn at the base of the mountain there. You can't miss it. All right, everyone. Gonna have to remember. Northeast on 65, then turn left as soon as you see the ugly tree that's always on fire. Got it? Out there on Macondo somewhere, right? Yeah, that's it. Hey, look, while you were down there, I loaded that old TV of mine into your truck. Borrowed that thing from Weaver Marquez a number of years ago, and now that power is all weird over here, I can't pick up anything but static. Public access anyway. We're to Vegas after this select? Yeah, 1 of 1. It's pretty good. She was always more of a reader, but maybe she'd wanted back at home. It's a nice TV. With CRT? Got any games? Games is not real. Oh. Sun's gone down. You and Blue better get on that road if you're going to make your delivery. Guess you're right. Conway scratches behind Blue's right ear. Take it easy, Blue. Blue looks so tired. It's time to go. Oh man, we are at Interstate 65. I really want to know, what does this look like for you all? Because I know that the font on the game is really thin on all the letters. Like, does it look readable to you all? Like, it's readable for me, but I don't know if it's the same for you. It looks like here we are at Ecus Oils. Yeah, it's readable. Okay. Ooh, a wreck. Shoot. It's a little eerie. Just looks ugly but easily readable. I think that that's on purpose. I'd go on timeout again, but I'm low on points. Womp womp. What a mess, huh? Think anyone was hurt? Looks like a tough one to walk away from. I don't think we can explore any farther than this. All right. Back to the car we go. Head northeast on the 65 and turn left as soon as you see that ugly tree that's always on fire. Okay. Whole lot of road. Ooh, a diner? The diner doesn't appear to have a name. A vinyl banner slung across the door reads 24 hours. It only has one window, behind which the blinds are tightly closed. Conway tries the door. The door swings open easily. A bell rings nearby. The interior of the diner is pitch black. Cheers, Cliff. Someone shines a flashlight in Conway's eyes. The light is almost immediately blinding, but in the instant it switches on, he can make out a few figures inside. 2 old men in trucker hats sit in a corner booth with checkerboard set on the table between them. A young woman stands behind the counter in an apron. Must be a waitress. The cook stares blankly from the kitchen. The door slams shut. The room is dark again. He hits his knee on something hard and metallic, winces quietly, then carefully finds his way to a stool. He places his hand on the counter. Another hand, a young woman's, rests itself on his. She guides his fingers to a laminated menu. Conway closes his eyes, opens them, maybe closes them again. Impossible to differentiate. A cup of coffee would do it. Black. Oily even. Hot, familiar diner coffee. Conway runs his hand down the menu. The surface is uniformly flat and slick with condensation. He feels a warm hand against his cheek and freezes. Her fingers run across the stubble of his chin. He feels like apologizing. She leans forward, and so does he. Goodness. Hype for water. Water's pretty hype. The exterior of the Barren River Rural Electric Cooperative Corporation is a dingy beige, sprinkled with fading graffiti. The front door hangs open from a broken hinge. The windows are dark. Let's look at the window. The windows are too dirty to see anything inside but a few dim shapes. Furniture, maybe, or livestock. What are we doing? The room feels empty with no furniture other than the built-in front desk, host to a disconnected telephone and a few empty beer cans. Meandering lines of color have been spray-painted along the walls. Behind the desk, a hallway leads into darkness. Conway lifts the telephone receiver to his ear. There's no dial tone. The phone is disconnected. With the phone pressed closer to his ear, Conway can hear a thin, quiet roar like the ocean or the highway. The hallway passes several smaller office doors. It quickly disappears into darkness. Something is glowing in the distance. Barely. The door at the dark end of the hallway is tightly closed, but a warm glow bleeds in from its edges. The handle is loose, and the door swings open easily. The hallway fills with warmth, light, and the smells of smoke and coffee. About a dozen men and women sit around a campfire in the middle of a large room. Cubicle walls have been cut into pieces, some leaning up against the walls, and some arranged in stacks of firewood. One of the women waves to Conway and offers him an empty chair. It's missing wheels, but it's comfortable and easily adjustable to his height. Someone takes a pot hung above the fire and pours coffee into a styrofoam cup. Conway accepts it. They all return to watching the fire. Oh, that's sweet. It's nice of them. Would you go into a mysterious, dark, unlit office building? Feels like we're just kind of aimlessly wandering the map at this point. Y'all ever driven any out there roads like this? I've only had a couple experiences like this in a very old job of mine. Church. A singing chorus echoes from within the church. The building is 1 story tall with a pitched roof and a 3-story spire missing from the front. The top section of the spire is made from stained glass. An interior light illuminates the pines in red, green, and blue. A large LED display glows in the parking lot. Light of the Last Great Awakening Baptist Church. Conway stands and listens to the chorus. The muffled chorus drones at a steady volume, repeating the same two verses without rest. The front doors of the church are modest and worn. They are locked. A ramp leads up from a few dusty metal trash cans to the church's back door. He finds himself in a kitchen lit by a buzzing fluorescent ceiling fixture. On the counter are a plate of moldy bread and an empty Dixie cup flecked red round its waxy rim. A set of swinging plastic doors on the far wall lead out of the kitchen. Vacant pews sprawl unevenly into the church. A small raised stage lies to Conway's right, bare except for a tape recorder. The tape recorder's power cord runs to an outlet near Conway's feet. He finds himself in the kitchen. That's crazy, like, as we're getting closer and farther away from the tape recording, like the sound is more faint or less faint. That's cool. Oh, shoot. Two shirtless, shoeless men push a light aircraft along the highway. Occasionally, one or the other slips a bit on the sweating asphalt or stops to pull back his hair. The men are nearly broken. Yeah. The rubber is almost worn away. Soon, these men will be dragging this airplane. Uh-oh. They're working real hard here. Let's get out of here. Let's start getting back to the main road and following those instructions that we actually got. But it's also hard because you want to make sure that you see all the little set pieces. Ooh, a guitar player? A young man in gray-stained clothes sits by the side of the road. He's playing a worn guitar. To his left is a blue mug, and to his right a weathered dog. Conway stands and listens. The young man strums absently on the guitar, hums tunelessly, and occasionally mumbles a word. Conway pulls a wrinkled dollar bill from his back pocket and puts it in the young man's cup. The young man stops playing, pulls the wet dollar bill out of his whiskey, and hands it back to Conway. Nice. Oh, the burning tree? A tall black oak burns on a hill above the road. Whiskey Bill's good band name. Yeah, you right. Turn left as soon as you see that ugly tree that's always on fire. All right, we did it. Hey, there's the Marquez farmhouse. It wasn't even that far away. Act 1, Scene 2. Oh, we made it. We made it to Scene 2. Marquez farmhouse. Nestle Tollhouse. Pretty dark out here, huh? Hope I can borrow you a treat up there. A street lamp lights the base of a dusty path leading up the hill. we go. Oh boy. The family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstones are inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Nowakowski, Padilla, Marquez. Light switch? I was just thinking what a lovely house we have. Do you like it? Have you been here before? Did you happen to see an owl? No, I've never been here before. I know. It must seem very strange to you. I was here when this house was built, so it's never been strange to me. There used to be another house here, but we've had it destroyed. We built this one. It was very expensive and we got quite underwater. What do you do for work? Is it too difficult, or do you like it very much? I was once a mathematician. Are you looking for something in particular here? I'm looking for the zero. Oh, you're lost. And that old blind man sent you, is that right? Of course he did. He's nice. Did he say anything nice about me? Did he send along a gift? He said you were too smart to watch TV. That was a nice thing to say, but he was wrong. I'm not as smart as I used to be. Well, actually, I suppose I am as smart as I used to be, but never any smarter. I don't learn anything new anymore. I write some figures, but nothing radical. I bet he sent that old TV along with you, didn't he?
But she caught me on the counter. It wasn't me. Saw me banging on the sofa. It wasn't me. I even had her in the shower.
What do you think, Josh? It wasn't her? Of course he did. That was clever of him. Will you please set it up? Then I can explain to you how to get where you're going. The zero. I know. Set up the TV. Ooh. I don't think it was. Yeah, probably wasn't. She was a mathematician after all. That's not how it's supposed to look. You've made a mistake setting it up. Is it a foreign object to you? Which of your parents was it who wouldn't allow you to watch television? Ma thought she heard ghosts in the static. I know about that. She was ill, wasn't she? Mentally, I mean. Kind of distant, fearful? No, things just had to be a certain way. You have it all backwards. I'm not surprised, are you? Have you been paying attention? I don't think you have. It's time to start paying attention now, Conway. Look closely at the television. Look at this artwork. Very nice. Hey, wake up. You spaced out for a minute there. The picture on the TV. That TV is picking up the wrong signal. My cousin Shannon would know more about it. She fixes TVs for a living. Well, she used to. I think the new models are giving her some trouble. Your cousin? That's my father's brother's daughter, Shannon. We're about the same age. Well, we used to be. She's older now. She has a workshop up north a ways by the lake, right where Peonia and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop, and she fixes TVs in the back. Do you like fishing? Honestly, I'm not convinced you should bother with the zero. I'd much rather you find my cousin and fix my TV. But I'll get you headed the right way. So it's pretty easy. Get back on the 65 heading north. Then take the first right after the artificial limb factory. From there, your arrival at the zero is basically inevitable. Nice to know you, Conway. Keep your eyes open, especially in the dark. Ooh. Ugh. Dark day. A family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstones are inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Nowoloski, Padilla, Marquez. Is that Marquez's ghost, then? I just met the strangest lady. She seemed pretty nice. Marquez. I wonder where her folks are from. All right, the next thing we got to do is get back on the 65, go until we meet the artificial limb factory. A creek runs alongside the highway, then turns towards a dirty brick building. A gliding drone from within the building is faintly audible from the interstate. Floodlights on the line illuminate smokestacks. At the edge of the building's parking lot, a large sign, partially obscured by the trees, reads, "A mare. Artificial limb factory." Up a ways by the lake, right where Peonia and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop. She fixes TVs in the back. Gotta find Wax Road. Oh. Elkhorn Valley. Boombot still fulfilling the duty. Conway brushes some dirt off Blue's hat. How's it going, Blue? Hey, you got something on your hat. Did you pick that up on the road? You like it out here, don't you? Picking up strange dirt on the road. Elkhorn Mine. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Yeah, it kind of is an emergency. I guess he can't just kick me out for another week or two. Yeah, yes, and I appreciate that, but... Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Shannon hangs up the phone and puts it away. Excuse me, ma'am. I saw the light was on and I'm looking for the on-ramp to... Are you here to kick me off the property? Oh, no, I guess you don't belong here either, do you? Are you just out wandering? Well, I do drive a lot, just me and the road mostly, when the sun is out. Is that your job, driving? Here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lizette's Antiques, and I'm out trying to finish this job. You're making a delivery to the mine. Oh, no. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. And I heard I need to take a highway called the Zero. So I met this young lady named Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way, so here I am. Uncommon kind of place for an on-ramp, but it's what it's been like so far anyway with... What? Weaver Marquez, do you know her? So you saw her tonight. I know Weaver. She's my cousin. I'm Shannon Marquez. Oh, you're the one who fixes televisions. That's right. Did she tell you that too? Of course she did. Weaver doesn't lie. One time, when we were younger, she told my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd been hearing an echo through the house for years, she said. I was very upset, crying. Then my dad walked in the door, just come back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal, fashioning into wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke and it wasn't a lie. At the time, I thought she meant it as a riddle or puzzle. But Weaver's not a puzzle. She's a mystery. So, what are you doing down here, Shannon? I talked to Weaver earlier this evening, too. Or anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes. Weaver told me I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. Where did you see Weaver? At my workshop. She disappeared. I hadn't seen her since a long time. It's not such a bad thing, you showing up now, all told. I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay up here, though. It's no place for a dog. This is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. If we're going to get down into it, find your on-ramp and whatever else, we got to keep our bearings. I don't want to get turned around. I've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put a signal out ahead, do some analysis, and figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Topology. Okay, topology. That's the science of continuous space, my friend. This way of twisty mazes. Maze of passages fits together. Y'all like topology? I remember my dentist, or my old dentist, once told me that my teeth had interesting topology. And of course, when you're at the dentist, your mouth is just open. So I was like, whatever. And I was like, oh, interesting. You know, one of those. That runs into the mine's PA system. You think it still works? Only one way to find out. All right, give it a whirl. Is anyone down there? Nothing. Oh, there's no power. Yeah, okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and the lights. Yeah, they got paid in these shitty plastic tokens. Coal script, you know. And if you want to run the fans to clear the air up, well, you got to put a token in. My parents used to work here. So did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. Can we power it up? I bet we just have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything is rationed. Here, set up that lamp of yours, and I'll go unplug these ceiling lights. Conway clears his throat nervously. I heard the speakers back here crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something into the mouthpiece. Well... Okay, I hear you. We need to measure the echo delay time and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noises into the mouthpiece. Damn, that's a long delay. The tunnels run deep. Bet some of them is ruptured or joined up with a cave system. Alright, I set up my spectrum analyzer, so just say something in the mouthpiece and we can get a sense for how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy, just say anything that comes into your head. Tell me a story about something, or what did you have for breakfast today? I had breakfast with Lizette. She made biscuits. She talked about her late husband, Ira. Then she cleared the table. Got it. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Yeah, low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. You're probably used to it. One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable or if it's too thin or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I'll measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try to relax. Try to breathe naturally. Getting some pretty strong readings here. I think we're in good shape, but keep at it for a minute. Conway breathes and relaxes. As a peal of feedback and loose rock engulfs him. Oh! Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? My leg is stuck. Shit, okay, I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's all messed up. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now, let's see if this thing has power. Well, okay, there's some luck, right? We should be able to ride this tram right out of one of the auxiliary exits. If there are any. I think there are. What about Weaver? We'll just find the exit, then figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. So, the controls are over on your side. Let's get moving. Hey, what's going on, Nostalgia Nate? What's up, everybody? Thank you for raiding over. Hope you're all having a wonderful Tuesday evening. We are playing Kentucky Route Zero. I'll be your captain for the remainder of the evening. Our heroes Conway on the left and Shannon on the right have just experienced a cave-in. Conway is looking for a mysterious road known as the Zero. Shannon is looking for something. We don't really know what yet. But we're here exploring the mine shaft. They've just had a cave-in. It's kind of more exciting to have the lights off, right? Bob Solomon's voice is always fitting. That's why I bring you all here so much. Thank you very much. What's going on, Healing Vibe? Let's see who else is here. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, we're just having this narrative little adventure. Changing things up a little bit. Oh, hey, an exit. Thank God, okay. Here we are. Let's get out of here. Yeah, okay, I'd still like to look around a bit. I think I saw a tunnel with some broken up tracks back there. I'm wondering what's down there. Oh. Spooky mine. Snacks, check. Do we have a weapon? No weapons, just narrative context. If you wait for me here, I'll just go take another look around. Sure, okay. I'll be right here. There's no lights on, Shannon. Oh, now we're Shannon. Seems like a bad idea, right? Just a light panel in a Uh-oh. Oh, there we are. Can you see it? Such comforting imagery. Oh, yeah. Very comforting imagery. Shannon! Hey, stranger. Did you find what you were looking for? Yeah, maybe. Look. We're not gonna talk about that anymore, okay? Sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm just on edge. I'll be okay once we get away from this mine. How's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's slow. Well, Shannon, we're not going to talk about Bruno. No! Well, I'll try not to get too far ahead of you. You don't mind my hitching a ride, do you? I kind of got a lift out here, and I wasn't sure, when I'd be heading back. I can drive. Yeah, maybe that's best. Don't worry, I've been driving since I was 9. I still need to find the 0. Well, it's like I told you, Weaver doesn't lie. If she sent you out here to find your on-ramp, this is where you should be looking. Maybe you just weren't listening closely enough. Or that's not exactly what she said? I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Nolan, right at Wax and Peonia in the back of the bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? These are the times we live in. It was my wedding day. Sing it, Nate. I love that he calls her his Vida. Mi Vida. Oh, that's cute. I still haven't watched that movie, and I've only heard people sing like that little clip of the song when I was leaving work once, but it seems like it's a fun movie. Blue, this is Shannon. Nice to meet you, Blue. I've got some dried banana slices in my bag. Would you like one? Take care of your friend here. There's more of that where that came from. It's okay. Honestly, you're not missing much. I really liked it. Nate just downplays everything except the guns and Jack 2. The music was par for a Disney movie with like 1.5 bangers. Lizette's Antiques. Fennec Fox says, just dropping in to say hi, still want to avoid spoilers for this game. Hey, Fennec Fox, thanks for dropping by. And yeah, I'm finally digging into this. I've actually played the first episode of this already, but I haven't played any of the rest of it, and I've been putting it off for too long, so I thought this is a good way to do it. So we're doing this. Yep, see you around next time. I might be changing to Tetris later, maybe. I don't know yet. I don't know how much is left on this, so we'll go. Spoilers, Solomon becomes a Twitch partner at the end of stream. There's that's wonderful wishful thinking, Nate, but I doubt that will be happening at the end of this stream. This ain't Shenmue, after all. Lizette's Antiques, I guess this is your truck? This is my truck. If anyone deserves it, though. If anyone deserves it, it's you, my friend. Alright, we gotta head back into the night. In, out. Bones Boat. Maintenance record. What's happening here? Shannon's workshop. Directions for the Marquez farm. Up north a ways, then by the lake. Right where Peonia and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop. Where Wax and Peonia meet. Is this Wax? If you feel my hand, it's just a panic response to all this horror or the murderer 50-50. Oh no. Okay. We didn't actually find Wax Road earlier. Interstate 65. Yes, yes. Just seeing these roads because I kind of made a beeline. North from the farm. Okay. Artificial limb factory. We saw that earlier. Seems like it has a lot of detail. It's pretty detailed. I'd say that that's accurate. Okay. Not up there. It's the bait and tackle shop. Up north a ways by the lake. Ah, the lake is the clue. We gotta find the lake. Cub Run Highway. Priceville Road. Wheeler Mill Road. Wax Road. Ooh, promising. Wax Road Bait Shop. Wax and Peonia. There we go. Conway and Shannon pull into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar, handwritten signs reads, "Live bait. Minnows small and also large for stripers, night crawlers, chips and beer." A green flyer hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at eye level. To the shop's right, a dirt parking lot sprawls unevenly into grass and then eventually trees. The bait shop is closed. Enter the side door to Shannon's workshop. Conway and Shannon walk around to the side of the building into the workshop. The walls are lined with cheap metal shelves, loaded precariously with vacuum tubes, awkwardly shaped metal casings, and coffee cans full of electronic components. Shannon leads Conway to the back of the room, where a few TV sets in various states of disassembly are put on a rough wooden table. She flips the switch on the power strip and they're all plugged into, and the TV sets tremble to life. Conway watches the TV sets. A ghostly white wobble flickers along one screen in a rhythmic pattern. Another is just snow. The third, a small security monitor in the middle of the table, is oscillating between different shades of black. Conway asks Shannon where she saw Weaver. Shannon points to a small security monitor on the table. The image on the screen is just black, but it seems to be fading slowly, almost imperceptibly, between different shades of black. Shannon tweaks a few of the knobs on the side of the monitor, but the picture doesn't change. Conway stares directly at the security monitor. The screen is a cavernous black. It hums and swells at the pace of the tide. Conway loses track of the workshop's walls. They could be inches away or miles. He's adrift on the black water, traveling swiftly toward a rocky shore. There should be a lighthouse or a buoy by these rocks. It's too dangerous. Shannon switches off the power strip. Weaver is not here. Quite sure what to do now. Yo, what's going on, Mika Mora? Thank you for the raid. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening after watching Mika beat that boss in just one try. Yo, what's going on, Wonder Mittens? Hope that you're all having a wonderful evening. This is Kentucky Route Zero. I will be your captain for the remainder of the evening. This is Kentucky Route Zero. If you haven't seen my stuff, my name is Bomb Solomon. You can call me Solomon. Thank you for joining me today. Wonder Mittens, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Boom Brigade. We're out here having an adventure. This is Kentucky Route Zero. It is an adventure game created by Cardboard Computing. I think that's the name of the company. And right now we have just escaped from a collapsed mine, and now we're looking for the mysterious Marquez. It's a little bit spooky. I think you're right. Healing vibe. I also don't know exactly what the next step is, but we're going to be going on a little bit of an adventure. Hope you're here. While you're here, please enjoy the narration. Please enjoy the story, and thanks for hanging out tonight. We really appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. The Boom Brigade. I didn't know that's what you called it. That's dope. Yeah. that's a thing. And slightly more appropriate, I think, than calling it the Bomb Brigade. I feel like the Bomb Brigade has a much more direct meaning. All right, so our playable character, that little silhouette down there, that's Conway. The lady following him is is Shannon. That's our dog Blue. And, we're trying to figure out what's going on with Shannon's cousin Weaver. What about the Solo monsters, though? Oh, you right, Jay Laser. Whenever you say welcome to the whatever, I always think you say the Boomer Gang. Well, that'd be true if my student that I told you about earlier was correct. I was telling Mika the story earlier that several years ago I had a student who was like asking me how old I am, so I just to ask, which is a trap. Like don't do that. But I told them just to guess, which was also a trap, and they were like, "Well, you look about 20, but Filipinos age really gracefully, so you're probably like 40." And I was just like, oh. I was 26 at the time. I am more than that now, but that has always stood out to me as a funny moment. Maybe this is not where we're supposed to be. Conway gets back in the truck. It was funny. Yeah, they were trying to be nice. It was definitely a funny moment. I'm at a loss of what we're supposed to do. I don't remember anymore. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to Shannon's shop. Maybe Shannon's shop will give us a little bit of guidance here. Yeah, but I know that Mika, you were taking on a whole bunch of different, or not a whole bunch of different, but that boss. The menacing cat boss in Elden Ring. I saw out of the corner of my eye that you were able to beat it in one try. Very, very exciting. Don't mind me, guys. Gonna head into lurk mode while making some noms. So excited to see where this goes. Lurk. Have fun, healing vibe. There's no lurk command, but always appreciate having you here. Or wherever you may be. I actually made dinner while I was watching Mika's stream also.
What is happening here?
It's a great question, Jan Yan. So, Jan Yan, we're playing Kentucky Route Zero. This is an adventure game that was released a while back. You play as Conroy, who's trying to make a furniture delivery to an address that is not on any map on 5 Dogwood Drive. The blind man at the gas station has told us, oh, to get to 5 Dogwood Drive, you got to take the 0. When I hear that, I do think Chewie is popping in real life. Yeah, that's his voice. And it did happen on this stream. So, you know, your expectations are realistic. Just going to drive around for a while, try to figure out exactly what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, bro, it was fun. I wish he put up a little more of a fight, though. Being in first try is a little disappointing. You're too much of a pro, man. Like, all those bosses don't mean anything. With you and Josh. Yeah, Dream, it was when we were playing Kirby. And we were using his server. But in our defense, we were definitely doing that for like the 3rd or 4th time already. Pros do be doing pro things. Exactly. The question of the day, though, is have you ever driven on, you know, like remote, far out highway or maybe not highway roads out in the middle of the night, you know, pitch black, not too many lights out there? I used to have a job where I did stuff like that, and not super often, but it was kind of a while ago in the pre-smartphone era, and it was definitely a little spooky. This game is Kentucky Route Zero, Mika. It's a adventure game where you play as Conroy, who is a furniture delivery man. You start out here at Ecus Oils and find out that he needs to make a delivery to an address that's not on any map. The attendant at the gas station lets you know that in order to reach that address, you're going to need to take the 0. And so you set off to find somebody who can direct you to where the 0 is. My mom grew up in a place that didn't have any paved roads. Ah, yes. Drive out to the 101 freeway west and you can get off Mall and drive at night. You can get lost. Ooh, spooky. Now the main road there is paved, but the side roads aren't. I see. I've even done this once and I can't even remember what I'm supposed to do. I thought that map was the whole game. That would have been interesting. Oh, yeah. You can stop off at different places on the map and there are like little vignettes and set pieces here. Like there's our dog. Conway scratches behind Blue's ear. I like that we can always check in with Blue. See how Blue's doing. Take it easy, Blue. That's only a few miles outside of Hodgenville anyway. I don't think you can do much better for accessibility, and they got that new gas station if folks get lost. But maybe they should feel lost, Joseph. Just as lost then as we were always already lost. Just like poor interment Silas wandering the road looking for a home. Yo, does Blue have any clues? Not yet, but I'm really hoping that Blue will pull through with some clues for us. Well, that's a way to look at it, I guess. Oh, Jania, thank you for the Prime sub. 14 whole months, y'all. That's a lot of months. Almost leveling up to our most powerful version of the badge. But thank you for the sub. Thank you. Well, hello. I heard that old truck rumble on up. How's Blue? Say, maybe you can help this fellow. Whoa! A Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub? Thank you, Mika. Thank you so much. We hit 3 months on Mika's channel today, actually. So that was also very special. You're reminding me we should also give shout-outs to our 2 raids that happened today. So everyone, please check out Nostalgia Nate. He's currently running all kinds of stuff. He's running Kingdom Hearts, Mario Galaxy, other OG 3D platformers. Very exciting. And of course, also Mikamura, who's been running Elden Ring, Super Auto Pets. I think you were cruising around Reddit the other day. I didn't really know what that was all about. And also dipping into some Super Mario 64 speedrunning. So if you're into any of that, please check them out. Give them a follow. Support what they do. Yeah, man. LMAO, I just be doing stuff. I mean, is that not what we're all doing? That's how it goes. Well, hello. I heard that old truck rumble on up. How's Blue? Say, maybe you can help out this fellow. He's looking for a venue? Is it how you said it, right? Sure, I have an old friend who runs a bar and they've got a real big stage. No, it can't be indoors. Impossible. But I'm obliged you'd stop a moment to help me work this through. Let me explain my charge. I've dedicated my last 12 years to the design and orchestration of my life's great work, a grand, broadly experimental theatrical adaptation of Death of the Hired Man by Robert Frost. How do you mean, experimental? Well, drama is really my second love. My calling is pseudoscience. Yep, pseudoscience. Pseudoscience is the eternally fruitful marriage of whimsy and process that has yielded such poetic specimens as astrology, phrenology, canals on Mars, and homeopathic medicine. I hope I have the time to explain how my pseudoscientific theory poetics find expression in this play, but now I'm in a delirious rush. The event is to be performed tomorrow morning, just before the dawn, but in the spirit of tragedy, our venue fell through at the last moment. I've been out all day driving the highways looking for a replacement, eyes fastened to the landscape like a hawk scouring the field. So like a hawk, in fact, that I failed to keep an eye on my gas meter. I'm here waiting for the tow truck to bring my car so I can get back at the task. So what kind of venue are you looking for anyway? True, that's the dream. Also, Ojo laugh soundbite should have one. Oh, maybe I should, Jan, yeah, it's true. So what kind of venue are you looking for? Somewhere outdoors, somewhere intimate, somewhere tragic. If you have attention spare in your drive, I'd be grateful. Guess. Oh, we're hobbling because the cave caved in on our leg. Oh, poor Conway. Maybe we can look it up on the computer. Nope, nothing there. All right, let's get back to the car. Shannon's probably like, what are we doing here? How's it going, Blue? How about a treat? Here's some jerky from the gas station attendant. He's a bit odd, isn't he? I guess the night shift will do that to you. Take it easy, Blue. Aw. Blue's a reliable dog. Conway's got places to go. All right, let's try to figure out how to advance the plot. This is very exciting. I thought we were supposed to go back to the, Wait, what's happening? It's weird. Oh, Act 1, Scene 8. Did we do something different? Ooh, progression. Who's that? It's me. Well, here you are. Here I am. Bless you. Thank you. I'm hard at work, as you can see. Now don't distract me. Ha! You like your work? I haven't got a lot of options. Well, who has options these days? You know, I went to college for almost 12 years. I have an advanced degree in electronic writing. But I guess I took the low road in the end. It's me. Oh ho, that sounds like one of the Marquez ladies. Well, I know it's not Remedios. She's back out in Knoxville these days. So, hello, Shannon. How's the economy treating you? My friend is looking for the Zero. Do you know how to get there? Oh yeah, that old delivery driver. What do you think of that guy anyway, just between us? He smells like leather. Well, a lot of drivers keep one arm out in the sun all day. Could be worse, I guess. There's a cable guy comes through here pretty regular, and he smells like a warmed up fish food. Ooh. Well, it's like I told him. Can't get you folks out to the Zero, but I bet you can get there, especially now with the two of you. That was weird. Asian dad sneeze is a superpower? Is that like you spread your germs throughout the entire room? It's an AoE. All right, let's like, I want to say that we went back to the Marquez farmhouse, but maybe we didn't. Nah, more like makes everything tremble. Oh, yeah. But I've had that kind of sneeze since I was like a small child. No sneeze control for me at all. It's just, achoo, you know, one of those. Now it says scene 9. All right, maybe I did need to see that scene back at the gas station first before I could climb the hill, because I tried this. Didn't go earlier. Let's see here. Yeah, ooh, there it is. Silhouette comes into focus. Oh, Conway can't make it up by himself. Shannon's helping him. It's very sweet. There's nobody buried here, you know. It's decorative, I guess. Or it's art or something. What are the names on the headstones? Nowakowski, Padilla. I don't know those names. Maybe the people who lived here before? I know when they bought this property, it already had a house and everything. Or maybe they have some other symbolic meaning. Oh, look at that headstone. Marquez. I used to think it was for my parents. Now I don't know. Family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstones are inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Nowakowski, Padilla, Marquez. We've been in this house once before. We met with Shannon's cousin, Weaver Marquez. But she vanished without a trace. Let's go. We were sent to find Shannon, who could fix Weaver's TV, because Shannon repairs TVs for a living. But again, Weaver, nowhere to be found. So, this is where she was? Yeah, makes sense. This is where Weaver and her parents lived. They took out a bunch of loans, you know, and had this place built. Do you have any debts? I owe some people some apologies. Well, you're lucky that's all you owe. My parents were like that until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was the canaries. Two solutions to the same problem, but they sure sounded different. Weaver had debt too, a lot of it. All tuition. She said she was a mathematician or something? Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about something that using math translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook. She got a clear sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left. I guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone. Never came back. Until tonight. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. Huh. Okay. I guess we two aren't the only ones she's been talking to. Oh. That's not something you see every day. That old TV right there, well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Most painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded. The screen is leaking light a bit. Come on. I bet Lizette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into disrepair. Let's watch some TV. Another question of the day. Did you ever own a TV that you had to manually tune? The TV that I grew up playing video games on was so old that it had a manual tuner to go from channel to channel. It had an aux right in the front of it that you could plug the NES or Super Nintendo into. And then you had to change it to channel 3 or 4 in order to get it to read the signal from the system. But it was like a 12-inch CRT. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Looks like they've been in a swamp or a cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. That's okay, I have a few spares in my bag here. Here, I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. Just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay, that should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? Little bit to the left. Damn, okay, here. I think the contacts are dirty. Now don't go telling my customers I clean off old vacuum tubes with spit. The TV I used had missing buttons, so I'd have to poke the inside of the buttons with a fork or something pointy. Oh yeah, so the remote on that TV, some of the buttons on the remote were also missing. So you had to like hope that your nails were long enough so you could like pinch the inside so that it would register. But it could only read something like 13 or 14 channels. So each button on the remote like was its own channel. Like instead of channel up and channel down. Like that's the kind of remote it had. There, just got to turn it north, south, and whoa. Is that the 0? case my image is blocking it. Ooh. End of Act 1.